guy. It's 9 weeks.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
2 days ago, I visited my professor to talk about this speech. She helped me to reorganize the ideas for my speech, and she also gave me some advice on how to improve to the next speech. After that, I started to think that this speech is so hard, and I probably would fail. After that, I visited the trio office, and I visited my coach, AC. I told her that I was feeling not ready for this speech, and she told me, "Calm down, Manuel. I know that you can do it. And this is something that you need to do. Think in a positive way." After that, I changed my topic, and the topic that I chose is why it's so important to be a positive person. We as students, we are always facing situations thinking negatively. So let's change our mind. I chose this topic because I want to persuade you to be a positive thinker. Being a positive person helps you to achieve everything in life. There are some impacts of being a negative person. So let's think that there are some benefits that you can get if you are a positive person. Today I'm going to talk about 3 things. First, what are the impacts of being a negative person? Second, what are the benefits of being a positive person? And third, some tips of how you can be a positive. Now that I introduced you the 3 things that I will speak today, let's start with the first one. Impacts of thinking negatively. There are some impacts of thinking negatively. Negatively thinking causes us lost opportunities. We can lose the opportunities of becoming our dreams a reality. Also, we can lose the opportunity of being a happy person. According to the article, the health benefits of thinking, negative feelings are natural and inevitable at times. Any normal life has its share of anger, worry, resentment, and sadness. But learning to recognize when and why these feelings overtake us can help dissipate them before they do the damage. We sometimes are afraid what is happening right now or what can happen in the future. We don't only fear the future, but we worry about the present. We worry about the things that are happening in the world when we are not there. Or about whether we left the lights on in the house or whether we locked the car door. Worry is an extension of fear. Fear that information that is not needed unless that when we have a hard time to remember things that actually are important to us. Now that I have talked about some impacts, let's talk about some benefits of being a positive person. Thinking positive can bring some benefits. Positive thinkers can cope with stress more effectively than others. If an unpleasant situation happens, they concentrate on solving the problems rather than thinking that things are out of their control. And it is proven that those who think positively live longer and better than those who don't. When we realize that a problem is not the end of the world, we learn to stay more focused when we face the problems. As a result, we can make the right decision even in difficult situations. We don't want to pretend to be someone else. We learn to love ourselves and be ourselves and impose our confidence. According to Michael and Charles from the article on the power of positive thinking, psychologists have approached the notion of positive thinking from a variety of perspectives. Common to most view that is the idea that positive thinking in some way involves positive expectancies from one's future. Now that we learned some benefits, let's talk about some tips that we need to be a positive person. A way for our body to trick our mind into a positive person is through smiling, and it doesn't have a praise. The simple act of smiling, even if you don't have necessarily anything to smile about, can instantly change the way we feel internally. Whether when we are sitting in your desk, or you are driving in your car, or walking down the street, smile. The practice of some values, feelings, are good tips too. Being a grateful person means that you are positive. And according to the psychotherapist Amy Morin, if we start keeping a daily list of gratitude, we will start noticing exactly how much we have thankful for. Now that we learn how to be a positive person can help to achieve any goal and see any situation in a positive way. It is important to analyze and take action about the three things that I spoke today. First, what are some impacts of being a negative person? Second, what are some benefits? And third, what are the tips that you need to be a positive person? Being a positive person will help us to define who we are and what are the great things that we can do if we believe in ourselves. In order to make these great things, we have to change your mind from a negative to a positive. And Matt kept saying, think positive, be positive, and possible things will happen to you.
It's